What's the most painful way to die? Shotgun blast? Speeding bus? Drowning? But for many, burning alive is the most unimaginable fate. In 1994, Chris survived an industrial accident that left him with burns over 69% of his body. Just living defied all odds. In Call Me Chris, Chris Aiken shares his harrowing journey of survival, recovery, and the brutal honesty of facing life after the flames. It's raw, real, and a testament to human resilience. Get your copy of Call Me Chris today at chrisaiken.net or on Amazon. Witness the power of determination.
Hello, this is Clementine from Visions of Atlantis, and you're watching CMS TV.
All right. Well, here's more.
Okay.
Given the environment that we live in these days,
Yeah.
Apparently there is a rise in quote unquote doom spending.
Okay.
People are preparing for doom.
Why wouldn't they?
Well, see, again, a recent study found that 43% of millennials and 35% of Gen Zs doom spend to make themselves feel better.
Okay. Is that bad?
Well, we'll find out.
Okay.
Whether it's global warming,
Please.
an impending economic disaster, or an idea of never owning a home, young people are worrying about the future and they are doom spending to cope. So this is a coping mechanism. It's irrational to think this, but there's,
is it?
according to this study here. So, but they're doom spending to go, oh man, I'm doing something to ensure my future.
Thank God.
If you haven't heard the term, here's a quick explanation. Doom spending is basically spending money on short-term instant enjoyment rather than saving for the future to cope with economics. Described as Gen Z's version of retail therapy. To demonstrate that, here's a TikTok as an example. And there's, I should send that to you. Let me send this to you.
All right.
There's a guy on a TikTok video, I guess.
Okay.
Explaining what he purchased or something for his doom spending. So basically it's just buying shit for something just to forget your worries, I think.
Just being pretty. It's how is it different than buying new tires before winter?
Well, I think what this is that people are purchasing retail, making retail purchases just to forget about their worries about the future. Like they're worried about the future. It's like, well, what could I take my mind off of this? What could I do to take my mind off of my worry? So they go out and buy a new toy to occupy their attention for the time being. It's not because they're actually buying prepping stuff. They're just buying stuff to forget about their concerns about the future. You see what I mean?
I get it, but that's just, I don't see why that's a problem.
Well, no, I think you're missing it, that they're needlessly buying gadgets and toys and stuff just to distract them from their concern about doom, is what I'm trying to say.
So you're saying not my Patriot Supply?
No, it's just stuff. They're just buying stuff to occupy their time and their mind, to take their mind
they're
off.
So worried about the world, so they buy a 65-inch TV?
Exactly.
Who's doing that?
Well, apparently these doom spenders are doing this. They're just like, well, I'm worried and I don't know what to take my mind off of this. And rather than get into some constructive activity or something, they just start buying stuff to go, well, if I buy this new, like you said, 65-inch TV, it'll take my mind off of it for a while.
Right. Okay.
Until they find something else.
Right.
Then they start worrying again after the 65-inch TV wears off, the newness of it. And then they have to go buy, I don't know, a new gaming system. Oh, you look at Nintendo's got a new gaming system or something, I need to buy that,
Okay. I'm not familiar with this kind of spending, but okay.
That's why it's a phenomenon, I guess.
So you want to hear what this is the guy you want me to play,
I didn't
right?
see this, but go ahead.
All right, let's hear what he has to say.
Doom spending. Apparently that's a thing now. So because millennials, Gen Z, tail end of Gen X realize that there's no point in saving for retirement.
Can I just stop for 1 second here? We'll go back to him in a minute. Why is he standing in front of a frame?
Is that a frame or a mirror?
Well, look, his arm is on the other side of it.
Okay.
It's not a mirror.
All right. Who knows?
Right? It's not a mirror.
He's obviously in the bathroom.
He's in the bathroom, but I mean, it's not a mirror because here's his arm.
Well, I think it is a mirror, but I think the frame is over top of the mirror.
Okay.
It might be like a sliding mirror that's like a medicine cabinet.
All right.
And it's like all glass, it's all mirror,
Yeah.
but the part that slides over top of the other half, that's what you're looking at. So the part that's on the right of it, that's the stable mirror, and
Okay.
the part with the frame is the part that slides.
All right. Well,
You follow what I'm saying?
yeah, it just looks ridiculous.
It does. It looks stupid.
All right, go back to this.
And why doesn't he just look in the camera instead of filming himself in a mirror?
Yeah, why not just hold your phone and shoot video, you dick? You'll see yourself on the phone. Fucking stupid dicks. Fucking faggot. Oh, we're not allowed to say that.
I know you're not allowed.
I'm not allowed to say that.
All right, go ahead.
All right, here we go.
That's a thing now. So because millennials, Gen Z, tail end of Gen X realize that there's no point in saving for retirement or saving for a house because you're never going to be able to afford it and you're going to be working until you're dead. They're just spending their money on whatever the hell they feel like it. That's what we're at. Why bother saving? Might as well splurge on that avocado toast now, because in 40 years down the road, I'm still going to be doing the same damn thing, getting paid the same paycheck, and not having a house. So that's where a lot of us are at.
Okay, then.
So it's live for the moment.
Nothing wrong with that.
Because there's no tomorrow.
Nothing wrong with that.
And that was kind of the attitude that Evel Knievel had.
Yeah.
He goes, I've been rich and I've been poor. Rich is a lot better. I'd rather live rich than die rich.
That's right.
And he just spent every goddamn penny he made.
I support that fully.
All right. Okay. Fueled by social media, the trend has almost become the norm, with many young people taking to TikTok to complain about the state of their financial future. One virtual video created by so-and-so has been viewed more than 1.7 million times. Did you see her video?
Who?
The she's below the one you just played.
Let's try and find her. Hold on, I didn't.
In the clip, she says, "We can't afford anything else. Home ownership or starting a family is so out of reach that we are using that down payment or kid money on whatever it is that we can afford that will bring us some semblance of the kind of adulthood we were promised."
You promised.
That they were promised. There was hope for the future.
Who promised you anything?
Thousands of videos have been posted online with people sharing their experiences of doom spending, advertising, advising others how to avoid it, or branding the idea as just stupid. All right, go ahead.
All right, here's her.
Whenever you get an ounce of insecurity about where you are financially for your age, remind yourself that statistically, you are the poorest you'll ever be. Like if you're broke in your 20s or only beginning to care about your finances in your 30s, that's correct. I always tell my friends and my clients that there's no better time than your 20s and 30s to take risks, experiment, carve out your own values, screw up. And if you're saving or investing even a little during these chaotic years when you have the least amount of money, then you're way ahead of the curve. It'll likely only go up from here, and once it starts going up and the stakes are higher, that's when you really want to make sure you're making the most out of that bigger paycheck and getting paid what you deserve. Of course, life will be a lot easier down the line if you started developing these habits earlier on. Whenever you...
Wow.
All right.
That's amazing.
Louise Hill, the chief executive and co-founder of Go Henry, said young people were often influenced to buy things they don't need as they continue exposed to new product lines. She pointed out on her TikTok video where users show off recent items that they have bought online, for example. More than 8.4 million videos using the hashtag have been posted on TikTok. See, this is social media. This is why it's just such a bad idea. A lack of financial education can heighten this behavior as people lack key money management skills and the ability to differentiate between their needs and their wants. For young people, the ongoing costs of living crisis, student loan debt, and feeling like you won't ever be able to afford a milestone purchase like a house can push them towards the doom spending. Social media can pile on the purchase pressure too, especially if they see influencers or friends showcasing their latest online buys.
Okay.
Look at this new game I got, man.
I got to get one of those too. Fuck.
Look how cool this is.
I could pay my electric bill, but fucking, Red Dead Redemption 2 is out. I better go
Right.
get it.
Yeah. While doom spending might seem like a harmless habit, it can lead to a cycle of struggling to save and financial trouble if people start borrowing money to pay for it. Spending excessively now could make it hard to save up for those important milestone purchases. Understanding the difference between the needs and wants is crucial as it helps prioritize spending on essential items and reducing unnecessary expenses. She advised people to create a savings goal and work towards it when they want to buy something new, but instead purchase it straight away. By the time you've saved enough for it, think about whether you still really want it. This is a good way to practice mindful spending and move away from always seeking instant gratification. All kids and teens need to understand how money and spending is linked to their self-esteem. You can't buy a lifestyle, and you won't feel better about it in the future by spending too much now. With small steps like these, young people will have the confidence to save for a range of goals, say no to peer pressure, and find better ways to cope with that down feeling.
Wonderful.
Yep. So that's what people are doing. It's like, well, fuck it. I got nothing else to live for. So,
Yeah.
might as well just buy it now because, tomorrow the whole world is going to go to shit.
That's right. I mean, you could save all your life and end up being fucking dead.
Right. Exactly.
So might as well live for today. I'm with
And
it.
and that's kind of where they're at. It's just like, screw it. I'm not going to have anything.
Yeah. So why worry about it?
Sure.
Enjoy your life right now. I agree with that, Mount. I live that way. I've told my kids I ain't leaving any money. I'll leave you some businesses, but I ain't leaving you any fucking money. I am spending it.
Yep.
All rise. The gavel is struck,
And for a limited time, the Classic Metal Show is unleashing a rare collection of Judge Aiken merchandise. If you stand with the bold rulings of your favorite metal judge, now is your chance to show it off. From water bottles to t-shirts, these exclusive items won't last long. Get to cmsstore.cmspn.com and claim your Judge Aiken gear before the court is out of session. Court is adjourned.